Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Starseed Essence Media. I'm Eva, your host, and today we're going to explore a topic that sits right at the crossroads of consciousness, manifestations, quantum possibilities, and the mystery of reality itself. The topic is reality transurfing. Now, before we begin, I want to be clear. Reality transurfing is not accepted by science. It is a metaphysical framework created by Russian author Vadim Zeland. He is a Russian author and a former quantum physicist, best known for creating the Reality Transurfing series. His works blend metaphysical ideas with scientific language, proposing a method to consciously navigate and choose among parallel realities. His books have sold millions of copies and a global self-development movement. But whether you view it as spiritual philosophy, psychological strategy, or something more, its ideas have influenced millions of people across the world. The question we'll explore today is simple. Are we only reacting to just life? Are we navigating through a field of possibility? Let's begin. According to reality transurfing, reality contains an infinite number of possible life scenarios. Zeland calls this space of variation. Imagine a gigantic cosmic library. Inside the library is every possible version of your future, every choice, every relationship, every opportunity, every version of yourself. The idea that these possibilities already exist as information, and your consciousness tunes itself to certain versions of reality. Now, this is where many people begin to make the connections to the quantum theories and parallel realities. It is important to note that the mainstream physics does not support reality transurfing claims. However, the philosophical question remains fascinating. What if your intention determines which possibilities become your experience? Kind of like what Neville Goddard talks about. You know who Neville Goddard is. Do your homework if you don't. What if your life is less about forcing outcomes and more about selecting them? Why do we get stuck? Reality transurfing suggests that most people spend their lives trapped inside what Zeland calls pendulums. Pendulums are collective thought structures. They're systems that feed on human attention and emotional energy. Examples include political movements, social media outrage, fear-based news cycles, corporation competition, culture programming, group ideations, and it goes on and on and on. These pendulums can be anything. To the car you're driving, look at the symbol on the car you're driving, look at that company, look at that corporation. That is a pendulum. The idea is not that these things are evil. The idea is that they constantly compete for your attention. And this can go for anything, like a store that you're walking into. Look at the little logo on the store. What is a logo? A logo can be a pendulum. And wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. Think about that. How much of your day is spent focused on your own purpose? And how much is spent reacting to someone else's agenda? This may be one of the most practical concepts in the entire system because regardless of your beliefs, intention is one of the most valuable resources you possess. The problem with wanting too much? One of the most interesting concepts in reality transurfing is something called excess potential. Zeland argues that when we place excessive importance on something, we actually create an imbalance. Examples: I must get this job. I have to make this relationship work. I need this opportunity. This absolutely must happen. According to transurfing, the more desperate we become, the more resistance we generate. Balance is not lost. Anxiety increases. Fear increases. And ironically, the thing we want the most seems to move further away. Many spiritual traditions teach something familiar. Tao Te Ching speaks of effortless action. Buddhism teaches non-attachment. Mystics throughout history have suggested that surrender is often more powerful than force. Reality transurfing packages this idea in a modern language. The message is choose, act, move forward, release the desperation, that's it. Outer intention. This may be the most important teaching in the entire framework. Zeland describes two kinds of intentions. Inner intention is force. It says, I will make this happen. I will push reality. I will control everything. Outer intention is different. Outer intention says, I know where I'm going. I trust the path. I will take action, and I will allow opportunities to reveal themselves to me. The idea is not to be passive. It's alignment. Heart and mind moving in the same direction. When people talk about synchronicities, flow states, the doors mysteriously open at the perfect timing. I can validate that. Many reality transurfing practitioners would describe those experiencers as outer intention in action. Again, whether literally true or not, it is a fascinating lens to view life. Synchronicities in the mirror of reality. Reality transurfing teaches that reality behaves like a mirror. The world reflects what we constantly broadcast, not necessarily what we wish for, but what we embody. Think about carefully. If someone constantly expects failure, what do they notice? Evidence of failure. If someone expects opportunities, what do they notice? Opportunities. Psychology would call this selective attention transurfing. The transurfing would call it shifting timelines, different language, possible observations. The question is, what is the question? What reality are you rehearsing every day through your thoughts, emotions, and expectations? How does this relate to starseeds? Now, let's bring this into starseed territory. Many people within the starseed community speak about timeline shifts, consciousness evolution, ascension, parallel realities, vibrational alignment. Whether one uses those exact terms or not, there is a noticeable overlap between these ideas and reality transurfing. Both suggest that reality is more flexible than it appears. Both suggest that consciousness plays a role in our outer experience. Both encourages us to stop living as victims and circumstances, and both invite us to become active participants in our journey. The difference is that reality transurfing presents these concepts in a more structured framework. Let's do a simple experiment for the next few days. Try this. Observe where your attention goes. Ask yourself, am I focused on what I desire or what I fear? Am I creating from inspiration or reacting from anxiety? Am I feeding my purpose or am I feeding a pendulum? No need to force anything. Simply observe, because awareness itself changes everything. Final thoughts. Whether reality transurfing is a profound metaphysical truth, a psychological model, or a touch bit of both, it offers a powerful reminder. Your attention matters. Your beliefs matter. Your emotional state matters. The stories you tell yourself matter. Perhaps reality is something we are continuously participating in. Maybe we are not trapped in one fixed future. Maybe we are constantly navigating among possibilities. And if that's true, the most important question is not, what reality am I living in? The most important question becomes, what reality am I choosing? Thank you for joining me on Starseed Essence Media. Namaste. Please comment and subscribe if this resonates with you. And tell me in the comments below, have you ever experienced what felt like a timeline shift? Until the next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and remember, the greatest mystery may not be what's out there in the stars. Maybe it's the consciousness experiencing them. Thank you for watching.
In a universe of infinite stars, you are not separate. You are part of the whole. Welcome to Starseed Essence Media, the portal between worlds where consciousness meets the cosmos, and truth is remembered, not taught. Let's begin.